I am so sorry. That's like this is the third time. I think honestly, I think we're probably almost done with this story. But I think we're almost done with this story. But either we have a couple more lines, or we're almost at the end because I think we're almost done the story because I feel like we're almost to the end of finding the shell. So I guess we'll find out. I'm so sorry this keeps happening. It's the third. This is the third part. But I think the second part was the best. The first part was okay. The third part was the best. And I think we're on almost the end of the story. I am so sorry. I swear. I don't know why. I don't know why it did that because my Wi-Fi didn't go down, so I don't understand why all of a sudden it decided to disconnect. It's probably because we're almost done, and also I feel like it's because we're at a good part. It's annoying, actually. It's actually making me mad that it keeps happening because I feel like we were at good points when we were doing the first part and the second part when they both like creaked over. The second part, I think the second part was the best. Cliffhanger. You're funny. It would have been a cliffhanger if this one drops. It's probably gonna stay like a cliffhanger because I'm not gonna keep doing it. Be the fourth time. So, do we want me to have the ending line, Mildred to have the ending line, or you to have the ending line, Nick? You wouldn't leave it as a cliffhanger. We could always leave it as a cliffhanger, even though I don't really like cliffhangers personally. I've read stories that are cliffhangers. I watched shows that were cliffhangers, but the cliffhanger typically was because this show was canceled. I really can't stand cliffhangers though. I swear, especially when it ends at a good point, like when someone is getting engaged and you don't find out if they're gonna say yes or no. So the whole time you're like, what the bloody? Like that happened in one of my shows. So yeah. So do we want to leave it a cliffhanger, even though I don't want it as a cliffhanger, but it's not up to me because there are two other people that are consider Nick, you are awesome, dude. I swear. You think I should write the ending line or Mildred? Okay. Mildred, do you want to write the ending line or should I write it? Or if anyone new came in here and they want to write the last line. But they would have to do what the story is about. I figured you'd pick me. I thought you might. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say she took it because it was so pretty. You know how certain animals when they see shiny things they are like so mesmerized. Particularly I'm thinking of birds. Birds, I feel like birds when they see shiny things they take them. And so that was the concept I had and thought. But I don't know. Does that sound too cliche? Or do you like that response? I know Mildred does because she said, "Oh yes." But I don't know, Nick. Do you like that one? Because that's literally what I thought. Yeah, because I thought that's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. Because a seagull, of course, that's what I was thinking of. A seagull liking shiny things. So literally, what the concept I had. So you said yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna say I think I'm gonna write sorry, Harry discovered that Sally took his shell because it was shiny and it was so beautiful she had to have it. Is that good or no? That's what I want to write, but I don't know. Do you like that or should I change it? Because I didn't actually physically write it yet. I'm waiting for. I see yours. You said, should we say that she confessed? Yeah, I would probably actually it might be yeah, okay, yeah. Actually, that's a great point. So we can say, okay, maybe let's see how to write that. So I'm trying to think how I want to do that. Oh, maybe I could just say Sally confessed to taking Harry's shell because it was shiny and so beautiful that she couldn't resist. Is that better? But I don't know. What did kids think that thought? but it doesn't have. This doesn't have to be a kid reading this story. You said it's a great idea because it ties in everything earlier. Everyone said earlier when they wanted to find what the last part I said, the one I said about her saying it was beautiful and she just had to have it thing. I'm trying to make sure because I see two different responses. Nick says confess, which I understand confessing part, but are we saying so? Which one? We want line one where he discovers it, or the one where she confesses to saying she took it because it was so pretty. Um, that shit was so pretty that she couldn't resist him taking it. I like the second line better, but I don't know. You guys might like the first line. I don't know. But Nick might like the second line too. I don't know because he wants he. I actually agree with him about confessing part. Wait. So I'm on the board of confessing and then saying why the reason why she did it. Like that's like confessing it would be good, but I don't know if everyone's on board with that. You said another thought is that she took it, but maybe she didn't know it was. That's actually a great point. So wait, should I like Nick's too. Dang. Honestly, I could do that. She took it because it was shiny and pretty, but she didn't know it was Harry's. Um, we could do honestly. We could do a mix of both. We could do a mix of both lines. She took it because it was shiny and pretty, but she didn't know it was Harry's. So, do we want to do that one? And I think even though the stream went down two other times, I think each piece is vital to. So all three of them have to go together because all of them. Which I don't know. Which means I don't know which one to put the final version of this poem under. I mean, this story under. This one, the second one, or the first one. I'm rather gonna put it under the third one because it's the final one. Okay, so Sally confesses. Confess. Confesses, confessed. No, confessed. I took. So. Took the show because was so. It was shiny and so beautiful that I couldn't resist, but I didn't know it was yours. Hold on. Let's see if that was. Took the show because it was shiny. Spelled that wrong. Okay. But I didn't. But there's a lot of. Hold on. Maybe you know what? Let me put a period there because it's too long. The sentence. What? Did it? That it was yours, Harry. Okay. That's a really good ending. I like this and that ending. Do you guys want me to read it over or just put the final version up once we conclude? Honestly, I think this is a really good story. I like it. I can read it. Hold one moment. Okay. So the story goes, well, the title first. So the title of the story is Harry the Hermit Crab Loses His Shell. Harry the Hermit Crab wasn't the biggest, fastest, or most popular hermit crab on the reef, but he had something that was very special to him, his shell. All of the other hermit crabs wondered how he got such a beautiful shell and if there was a way to get one like his. Harry's other marine friends admired his shell and thought it was beautiful too. Sally the seahorse always told Harry he looked spiffy in his beautiful shell. One night, after a long day scuttling around, Harry tucked himself into his shell and dozed off beneath a shady piece of rock. But when he woke up the next morning, something felt off. His shell was gone. Harry looks around the ocean and did not find his shell. Doesn't find his shell. So he decides to search the beach, where he believes he sees his shell in Sally the seagull's nest. Harry found Sally resting in her nest. Hi, Sally. I misplaced my shell. Have you noticed any new shells in your nest? He asked. He'd seen the shell, but wondered if Sally had taken it by mistake or if she had taken it on purpose. Sally confessed, I took the shell because it's shiny and so beautiful and it was so beautiful I could not resist. But I did not know it was yours, Harry. I think it's actually really good. I like that. I think it's a very cohesive, which is really interesting because if you didn't know any better, you would think one person wrote it rather than our three um ideas, each of our ideas going off one another. You would think it's one person. Personally, that's what I thought. If I reading it to myself, I thought one of us wrote it, just one person, which is why I like this. Like when we do collaboratory kind of ideas, because it just you can totally we can totally add another. We totally can add another line. I don't mind. What do you want to add, Nick? Yeah, I'm totally gonna write this after this live stream on this one. I think it sounds so nice. Only I could illustrate it. I wish I could draw as good as it sounds when you write it. I'm curious to see what your last line is gonna be. It's gonna be the final line of this of the story, or what my point is. It's gonna. I think it's really good personally. I think it's really interesting how each story that's been written, the two I wrote by myself, are based on, I guess, well, two are based on insects and other creatures around them. This one is based on a crab and the things around him. I'm curious to see what his last line is. I'm curious to see what the line is going to be. I am very curious to see that. I hope my chat's not broken because I was doing this earlier today. I mean, it was doing things before, so it's not broken. Thank goodness. Oh, I love. Oh my gosh, that is great. Oh my gosh, go ahead, Nick. You're awesome. I swear. See. Oh my gosh, I swear. I totally think this is your hidden talent. I really, really do. Oh my gosh, it is totally. I think it is. I really, really like that. Goodness. Today, me and my spelling is not like I don't quite understand why this keeps happening to me because I'm pretty good at spelling. Anxiety must just be off the charts. Is probably why it's doing that. Why my spelling is so off today, even though I know how to spell. Really, girl. Mm-hmm. Oh, I have an idea, but I don't know if I want to do it. And this would be for the. It does sum it up very well. Your last line, Nick. I was. Oh. Also, back to my idea. I have an idea I want to do for my celebratory stream for getting to 6 years of being a YouTube subscriber. Well, disability YouTuber. I have an idea, but I don't know if I can do it. Only because I feel like it has to do with because of my idea it has to do with impulsiveness. And because I am an impulsive person, I don't know if I can do it because not everyone's impulsive like me, so I don't know if it'd work. Um, because I had this idea that came to my brain yesterday. Because I have to decide what idea I want to do for that. I don't know. Because the reason I say it totally has to imply impulsiveness is because it'd be based on the first word that comes to your mind. And so, which means you can't plan in advance for it. That's why I don't know. And I don't know if everyone is has a piece of impulsiveness in them. Because some people are not as impulsive. Some people are scared to be impulsive. So I don't know if we can do that idea that I have. So we'll see. I can't. I can't speak for other people. I can only speak for myself. It'd be a fun idea for myself, but I can't say for other people. Some people don't do impulsiveness, and some of the people that have impulsiveness like leaving it inside. So I don't quite know. Huh? I'm gonna write down. I write my ideas on sticky notes. So like for polls, I put my ideas on sticky notes. So I decide which ideas I want to do. And then I write down like for votes. I make sure I know which one won. I write it down so I can because let's be honest, if a lot of people vote, then I won't be able to keep track of the. Dude, you are impulsive to me. You are an impulsive person. Someone that can come up with this stuff as a fly, like I can. But I feel like even though you say you like being challenged, I feel like there's some kind of impulsiveness in you because of some of like the prankster stuff. Like would be in part of impulsiveness. So it may be a controlled compulsiveness, but I feel like it has certain like your impulse would be that to be there to do that personally. But I'm also biased. But I'm also not. I'm not a troll. I'm not a prankster person. I think I probably would be, but I'm too shy to do that. Um, people always like you're shy. I don't know, say you can't. It's kind of obvious if you around me enough, you can see it. It's I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that. Oh, you said you think of yourself as more calculated. Really? Oh, okay. Mm. Dang on this! I've been listening to this song. It's a really good song, but it's really bad meanings behind it. So I got it in my head, and I can't stop listening to it. It's called 29 by Demi Lovato. The thing is, that it pisses me off because I'm around her. We're about the same age. She's several months younger than me, but we're in the same age bracket. So I would have been 17. Like I would have been when she was turning 18, I would have been already 18. But the point is, I could just see that. Like I was listening to the song. The thing makes me mad because it just pisses me off. If you hear the song, you'll know why I get mad about it. Like it just makes me mad because I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure her family probably tried to protect her, but they didn't do a good job at that. Like they did not do a good job at all. Her song, man. Back in, I'm not saying her music is not deep. I don't know more of her recentest music. I know some of her older stuff. I know some of her recent stuff. I don't know all of the music because some periods I didn't listen to her. I like her in her rock stage, like her rock band. That song is totally her old stage. Like the rock part of her. I love her rock part of her. I like some of her other stuff. I like Nightingale. That one's kind of sad actually. Like the non 29 is like what the fuck is my brain thinks when I hear it. It pisses me off like so damn much when I hear the lyrics because I'm thinking he groomed her, but that's exactly what you do. You That song was done right before she turned 30 because it was released 3 days before she turned 30. I was already 30 when she released that song. Um, because she's an August baby. She is born in the month of August, and I'm born in the month of January, so it would already been 30 when she released it. Oy vey, Mariah. It just pissed me off that could have been easily me. Thank God it wasn't. But at the same time, it made me mad because when she was in that relationship, she was also in her addiction, and I'm thinking, what the fuck? I'm thinking, you bastard, you take advantage. First off, she's a minor. Second off, she's in her addiction, so she can't. Even if she wanted to give consent, she can't either way. She's a minor, no consent there. She's in addiction. There's no consent. So like, why? Like, you think this is okay? Like, I'm just thinking, why was he in jail? In my opinion, he should have been in jail. I don't care what nobody says. Mariah, oh, you're being a bitch. I'm not being a bitch. In my opinion, he should have been in jail because he knew that she didn't give consent, and that's not okay. Consent is important in any kind of relationship. I'm not talking about he didn't rape her, not that I'm aware, at least not that I'm aware of, but what him like trying to pursue her when she's 17, that's actually very sickening, and I really makes me angry because if I knew her in person, she would probably be one of my friends. Like, and I mean, if she was just a regular person, not a super celebrity. Yeah, I don't know. So I have to decide if I want to do that as an idea, though. I'm not sure yet about the impulsive thing about like the one word, like the first word you come to your mind. Because I feel like it could. There's reason why it could be good and bad because that particular idea. Because like, what if someone does something gross? Like, honestly, I don't know. I just think it's gross. Even if she had been 18, she wouldn't have been 18 for long. So like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't know. I don't know. And back then I didn't really know much about yeah. So I'm gonna put it down as an idea for because I have to decide which topic I that or you guys can write in a topic that you want for that because that's the only idea I have either for that particular stream like bring and I feel like saying like one word and then I feel like people could build off of it or it goes like a completely different direction for the I don't know. I know you two like it, but I don't really know. I always go by majority. I know some people probably get pissed when I pick the idea that pick things that they don't want to do. So yeah. So okay, yeah, nothing set in stone, but I'm gonna write it down as an idea. Oh, thank you both for participating in this live stream and being awesome mods like you always are. And hopefully we won't have to block anyone in the future because then maybe the trolls will leave. They're not gonna come because this channel's not as popular. I'm not saying it can't get popular, but being in this version, it looks like trolls don't come, which is fine by me because I don't have to deal with shit I don't want to deal with because it's not. Oh, also thank you both for coming. I appreciate both of you. Thank you for taking the time because I know you don't have to come, neither one of you. As always, thanks for watching. Love you guys. Have a good rest of your week. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Hopefully nothing happens. Hopefully I don't get sick because I already feel sick. So hopefully I don't get sick where I can't talk. If I can't talk, I'll probably have to push the stream back, which I really don't want to have to do. So yeah. Bye guys.